This garbage doesn't deserve to be hung here. Billionaire's fiancée dumps the maid's Toddler's painting, then learns the truth. The painting hit the bottom of the trash can with a hollow thud, and 3-year-old Mia Torres started to scream. "Mommy! Mommy, my picture!" Vanessa Cole didn't even turn around. She just kept walking down the marble hallway in her white silk robe, heels clicking like a countdown. "This garbage doesn't deserve to be hung here," she said over her shoulder. "Not in this house." Rosa Torres froze at the top of the stairs, a laundry basket pressed to her chest. Her daughter's crayon drawing, the one thing Mia had made for Mr. Grant's special wall, now sat crumpled under coffee grounds. Rosa didn't know it yet, but that drawing was about to change everything. Rosa Torres had cleaned the Grant estate in Charleston, South Carolina, for 6 years. She wasn't just staff. She was family, in the quiet way that only people who share a house for years become family. Mr. Grant, Walter Grant, 71, a widower who'd built a shipping empire from nothing, trusted Rosa with the keys, the safe combination, even his late wife's jewelry. Mia had grown up in that house, tucked in the little sunroom off the kitchen while Rosa worked. Walter called her "my little shadow." Every Sunday Mia drew him a picture. Oh, flowers. Once, a wobbly heart with Mr. W scrawled inside it. Walter kept every single one in a drawer in his study. Then 8 months ago Walter got engaged. Vanessa Cole was 34, beautiful, and had opinions about everything. The curtains, the china, and especially the help. That morning, Mia had begged Rosa to hang her newest drawing on the hallway wall, so Mr. Grant sees it first thing. Rosa never got the chance to ask permission. Vanessa found the drawing taped to the hallway wall an hour before her interior designer arrived for a walkthrough. Crayon sun. A crooked little house. 2 stick figures holding hands, labeled in shaky letters. "Me and Mr. W." "Absolutely not," Vanessa muttered, ripping it down. That's when Mia came skipping around the corner, hoping to see her masterpiece on display. "Where's my picture?" "In the trash, sweetheart, where it belongs," Vanessa said, not unkindly, just certain. "This is a designer home now, not a preschool." Mia's face crumpled. Rosa rushed over, kneeling to comfort her daughter, her hands shaking with something she didn't dare say out loud. What Vanessa didn't know was that Walter had been standing at the top of the stairs the entire time, unseen, holding his morning coffee. And he had heard every word. Walter said nothing that day. He simply watched. He watched Vanessa smile sweetly at dinner guests while she'd been cold as ice to a crying toddler that morning. He watched Rosa quietly fish the crumpled drawing out of the trash can later that night, smoothing it out on the kitchen table like it was something precious. He watched and he remembered. 3 days later, Walter called his estate lawyer, Harold Fenn, into his study. He asked for something strange. Copies of every drawing Mia had ever given him, going back 4 years. Harold didn't ask why. He just delivered a thick folder within the hour. That weekend, Vanessa announced a dinner party to properly introduce herself to Charleston society before the wedding. She wanted the house perfect, flawless. Every surface, she said, should reflect who we really are. She had no idea Walter had already decided exactly what the guests would see hanging on that hallway wall. Rosa noticed him carrying a large framed piece up the stairs the morning of the party. She didn't ask questions. She'd learned over 6 years that Walter Grant always had a reason. The night of the party, 40 guests in evening wear filled the Grant estate. Vanessa glided through the crowd in emerald green, glowing with pride, until she reached the hallway and stopped cold. Framed in gold, lit by a small brass gallery light, hung Mia's crayon drawing. The crooked house, the stick figures, me and Mr. W, now beautifully matted like a piece from a museum. "Walter," Vanessa said, laughing nervously, "what is this doing here? I thought we agreed." "We didn't agree on anything," Walter said calmly, loud enough for nearby guests to hear. You threw it in the trash. The room went quiet. Vanessa's smile cracked. It's a child's scribble, Walter. I was just. That child's mother has kept this family running for 6 years, Walter said. And that scribble is the only artwork in this house that was ever made out of love, not bought at auction. A few guests glanced at each other, uncomfortable, understanding. I had Harold draw up new paperwork this week, Walter continued, quieter now. Rosa and Mia will always have a home here. That was never in question. He looked directly at Vanessa. What's in question now is whether you understand what kind of home this is. Vanessa's face went pale. For the first time all evening, she had nothing to say. The engagement ended quietly 2 weeks later. Vanessa moved out on a rainy Tuesday, and nobody in Charleston seemed terribly surprised. Walter never remarried. But something in that house changed for the better. He built a real gallery wall in the hallway. Proper lighting, small brass frames, dozens of them, filled entirely with Mia's drawings, old and new. Oh, flowers, wobbly hearts. Right in the center, in the nicest frame of all, hung the very first drawing Vanessa had thrown away. Rosa found Walter standing in front of it one evening, coffee in hand, same as always. You didn't have to do all this, she said softly. Rosa, he said, in 40 years of business, nobody ever gave me anything as honest as that little girl's drawings. Money buys walls. It doesn't buy what belongs on them. Mia, now 4, tugged on his sleeve and held up a brand new picture. Walter, Rosa, and herself, all holding hands under a bright yellow sun. Walter knelt down, took the drawing gently and smiled. This one, he whispered, gets the frame right in the middle. Some things, it turns out, were never garbage at all. They were just waiting for someone to see their true worth. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who still believes kindness can change the world. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below.